Giovanni was not here.
We don't know if we should go check on him or not. I can go and ask. No.
Yes, and this Kinchan is longer as in temple.
Is he still here?
Yes, he was here, coming. He must also come, otherwise he must pay for the room. Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj Gita. So he's speaking about Naam, the nectar of the holy name. So Rupa Goswami says that only a superficial study of the Vedas will frustrate us. But if we search with a positive mind, by the grace of the sadhus, the acharyas, and the mahajans, we'll find that the principal shrutis are leading us towards a conception that the whole object of all the Vedic sounds is that central sound, the holy name of Krishna. There are so many sections of the Vedas that have come to distribute the teachings of the absolute realm. But there must be a center. So the principal sounds are all central sounds, which represents the supreme whole. And that is Krishna. So many liberated souls are all around, offering their respects to the name of Krishna. That central sound from which all Vedic mantras have come to give us some idea of the sound aspect of the absolute center. This is Rupa Goswami's argument. The branches of the Vedas are all sounds. Yeah, sleeping, both of them, huh? Huh?
Giovanni, he says he's not feeling well.
So the branches of the Vedas are all sounds. And so many sounds must come from the central position. They cannot but direct one who has a proper eye towards that fountainhead of sound saying, go, run towards the direction. In our source you will find everything. We are all partially representing so many things, but we have a center. We have a fountainhead. Go in that direction and you will find the sound that can sufficiently satisfy you. And you may also be introduced to other aspects of that sound. The holy name of Krishna is most important. It is not less than Krishna himself. It is fully represents the whole. Rupa Goswami says, O holy name, I take refuge under you. Lotus feet, you are the grand central sound who has given cohesion to all the sounds in the revealed scriptures. And Sanatana Goswami, who is the spiritual master of Rupa Goswami, says, Jadi Jadi Namananda Rupam Murare Vinamichata Nichadama Dhyana Bhujati Atna Katam Apisha Kedara Muktitam Bhanimat Paramamritam Ekhanam Jivanam Bhushanam Me. Let ecstasy in the service of the divine name be victorious. If somehow we can come in contact with that sound, Nama Rupam Murari, Nam, form, Murari, then all our other activities will be paralyzed. We'll have no necessity of performing any other activity. Our many variegated duties will have no importance to us at all if we can achieve the service of the divine name. Dharma means the business engagement of the karmis or fruitive workers. Dhyana means retiring from this physical world and performing meditation from within, trying to exploit the internal world. Both of these are stopped, paralyzed by the ecstasy of service to the divine name. The Ramanuja sect worships Lakshmi Narayan in the mood of opulence and veneration in Vaikuntha. By the ecstasy of the holy name, that will also be stopped. One who gets the real grace of the divine name of Krishna will retire from all phases of these different kinds of worship, namely one ashrama dharma, or social duty, dhyana, the internal meditation of the jnanis, mental speculators, and yogis, and puja, the opulent worship of Vaikuntha. After liberation, which attracts the followers of the Ramanuja Sampradaya, the holy name will take us to the perception of Goloka, Krishna's abode, Krishna's own abode, where we'll have to completely retire from all the other phases of our divine life. We will have to retire from any work, even if it may be done for Krishna. We'll have to give up internal meditation and calculation, and even puja, worship, in awe and reverence. The holy name will stop all these tendencies. We will find so much sweetness in chanting the name that we won't be able to give attention to anything else. So when we really come in contact with sound aspect of the Absolute, then all our other enthusiastic endeavors and functions will be paralyzed. We will be unable to attempt them. We will take to the name only. Then when the name allows us to perform other service again, we will be able to do them. The name has such power, such a high degree of potency, that it will stop all other branches of service and charm. In the writings of Rupa Goswami, it is said, you can follow this, it's a little higher topic. Rupa Goswami writing Dundhe Dandavani Ratim Vitanute Dandavalapye Kamakur Kabani Gutayate Kamabhutiya Spriham Cheta Prananga Sangini Vijayati Savendriyamanam Katim Chojana Chanita Kiyabdya Amrita Krishnavana Dvayi. When the holy name of Krishna descends and captures the tongue and lips, it controls them so strong that it engages them in chanting the holy name as if the lips and the tongue have gone mad. So when lips and tongues go mad, this is healthy madness. In this way the power of the name descends in them, and one feels that only one tongue and one mouth are not enough. Thousands of mouths are necessary to taste the name. Then the holy name of Krishna enters the ear with such a great force and current that the ears are captured. And one thinks that only 2 ears are insufficient. He wants millions of ears to attend to the sweet current entering the ears. 2 ears are nothing to him. He wants millions of ears. The nectar of the holy name is coming like a flood through his ears, pushing its way within the heart. It is so sweet that as it goes to capture the heart, the center of all senses, everything is paralyzed. Wherever that sweet aggressor touches, the whole thing is captured with such intensely that everything else is ignored. Rupa Goswami writes, I don't know, I can't say. I fail to express how much nectar there is in the holy name of Krishna. These 2 syllables contain so much sweetness and such a high quality of sweetness. And this sweetness is so aggressive that it captures everything. This verse is found in the Vidakta Madhava, written by Sri Rupa Goswami in his book Sharanagati. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained Namastakam, 8 prayers in glorification of the holy name, written by Rupa Goswami. The whole thing is described here very beautifully. He writes, my heart is just like a desert, hot with the rays of the sun. This is my internal mental condition. The desire for mortal things cannot satisfy me because my nature, they are death producing. That by nature they are death producing. So the desire for mortal things, for enjoying this mortal world, cannot satisfy me because my nature, they are death producing. By nature they are death producing, because this, when we just engage in the external, enjoying the external world, the result will be death, old age death, disease. And not 1 or 2, but thousands of such death-producing desires have taken shelter in my mind. So my subconscious region is always burning. This is my condition. But somehow, by the grace of the Sadhu and Guru, the holy name of Krishna with its infinite prospect has entered through the holes of my ears and reached the plane of my heart. And there with some peculiar hope, with infinite auspicious possibility, it touched my heart with a new kind of nectar. So the ecstasy of the name. New hope is aroused by that sound. Then by force it comes from the heart towards the tongue. Not that by the endeavor of my tongue I am producing that sound, no. What came from the heart of a saint to my ear entered my heart. And that forcibly appeared upon my tongue and began to dance. That is the holy name proper. It descends from above. It cannot be produced by the material form of this tongue. Its source is above. So it cannot be produced by this material tongue, this sound. Krishna, Krishna. It is something what comes from above, enters the heart and produces this sound. It's transcendental sound. It cannot be produced by the material form of this tongue. Its source is above. And through an agent of the Absolute, it comes to the ear, to the heart. From the heart it gathers some sympathy. And the holy name of Krishna forcibly appears upon the tongue and begins to dance. With great force it comes to the end of the tongue. And that sweet sound begins its dancing. When you come on this level, then you will come. You will be with Krishna. The real effects of the divine name have been described here. It is a living and real name. The voice will be choked up. There will be shivering in the body and the legs will be unable to stand. Sometimes tears will flow in a current on the body. And one's hairs will stand on end. Sometimes change of color will be found in the body, and we will be unable to find any trace of the mind or consciousness. We may fall in a swoon. The whole body and mind will appear as if it is being attacked, shivering and influenced in different ways. Apparently in mice, it may seem that so many troubles are created in the body and the mind, but the real heart is overflowing with a particular kind of strange, sweet juice. So sometimes he thinks, I am in an ocean of nectar. My whole existence is within an ocean of nectarine liquid. I am beside myself. I can't understand where I am. Where am I? What is this? What is all about me? It's almost made me mad. Am I a madman? Where's my past experience, my seriousness, my gravity? Where are they? What am I? I've been converted wholesale by a foreign thing. I am a tool in the hands of a great force, which is also affectionate to me. I can't ascertain how it is possible that by my fate I have entered this great unknown environment, unexperienced before. And at last I find that I am captivated. My entire being within and without has been captured by a particular sweet force. I can't help being prey to such a sweet power. I can't give any proper description of this. I came to take shelter under him and accepted him as my guardian. Now, at his hand, I am still dealt with in such a merciless and despotic way. Still I feel that everything is very pleasing beyond my experience. What is this? I can't resist anymore. I am fully captured. Let my fate go anywhere. I can't come out. I am captivated in the hand of a sweet friend. My whole independence is gone. There is no way left to me but to surrender. I am unable to describe my real position. I find that he is an autocrat. Whatever he likes to do, he will do. Since it is not possible for me to give any resistance, I must surrender. Let me also cooperate with whatever he is pleased to do. Otherwise, what can I do? I am helpless. Sometimes I find that the sweetness of the name is condensed like a blossoming flower, and very wonderful streams of sweet current are flowing from it. The holy name contains so many sweet, variegated forms of current within him, and he is wonderfully expressing himself in different ways. Sometimes he emanates a peculiar type of color and feature and disappears. So many charming aspects are shown, as if to my eyes within, and he forcibly takes me to surrender at the foot of that altar. He shows himself in his full-fledged form in Vrindavan, in his Brajalila, with Radharani, and he takes me there. I find that I am in the midst of his peculiar, very sweet, loving paraphernalia. And he says, you see, I have so many wonderful things. This is your home. I'm not merely imagination, great reality. You will find here that the environment is very favorable and sweet. You are to live here. I see that he is dealing in different ways with his associates, in different rasas. And I find that I have another body that has emerged from my previous one, that has a permanent place here in his service. Such a new life I find here. And then I find ultimately that all consideration of my past life and experience has vanished. And it is true, my real life is here. This is proper, and that was a shame that life has vanished. When I find that chanting the holy name gives me new encouragement, a new prospect, new hope, whatever we want, whatever is our internal demand, it is supplied by the name. If we take the name, all our internal hankerings will be fulfilled. It is eternal, it is the purest of the pure, and it is full of ecstasy. Now I find I have been completely converted. Now my innermost hankering is this: let whatever is against this sweet name vanish eternally from the world. If anything is in opposition to this sweet life, let it vanish, and if necessary, I will give my life to make it disappear from the whole world forever. Then others will be able to enjoy it at their free will. No hindrance should come to the fulfillment of life. There is no other second, so everyone may come here. And if necessary, I will sacrifice myself to finish any opposition, so that all can smoothly, peacefully, and without any danger enjoy this absolute, sweet, and blissful life. This is a statement of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the final song of his book, Sharanagati. Anything detail you want to know? So many here, no question.
So many. I cannot see that.
Yes. He speaks about the reality, the beautiful. We have a few minutes. Ramananda Roy was a married man, but he was recognized by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a master of his senses to the extreme degree. Once a Brahmana priest named Pradyumna Mishra came to Mahaprabhu and told him, "I would like to hear about Krishna from your lips." Mahaprabhu said, "I do not know anything about Krishna, but Ramananda Roy knows. Go to him, hear about Krishna. Take my name and perhaps he will talk with you." So Pradyumna Mishra was hesitant. He went and observed Ramananda Roy for some time, then returned and reported to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu asked him, "Have you heard about Krishna from Ramananda?" "No." "Why?" "I saw him engaged in something objectionable. I watched for some time and then returned here. What did you see?" Pradyumna Mishra said, "I saw Ramananda Roy training some young dancing girls who were generally devoted to the service of Jagannath deity from a young age and known as Devadasis. They do not marry And sometimes their character is not very good. Pradyumna Mishra saw Ramananda Roy training Devadasis. How can he be a pure devotee?
Why these young girls are sometimes not of good character? This is what I always ask. But they are from young age, they are
Yes. Yeah. They're engaged by higher power. They are dancing girls, dancing for Lord Jagannath their whole life. They do not get married according to what is reading. But they may have some qualities which seems not character, that the character is not very good. But this is externally seen. In the same way, if a pure devotee, like a sannyasi or something, would train girls, it would not be looking very nice. That would not it would be possible, because if they are pure devotee, they have no attraction to anything in this world. Ramananda Roy, he was married, but he was absolute pure devotee, one of the most closest associates of Lord Chaitanya and Krishna. In his eternal position, he was Vishaka. So he was female. He identified with his original form, so he did not consider himself a man. So Pradyumna Mishra saw Ramananda Roy training Devatas in very objectionable way. He was showing them how to go before the Jagannath deity and dance and sing. He showed them how their posture should be, how they should gesture, and how their look should be enticing. And for such training, he would sometimes even touch their private parts. So Pradyumna Mishra told Mahaprabhu, seeing Ramananda doing all these things, I had no regard for him. So for some time I saw him busily engaged in that matter. Then I went away. Mahaprabhu told him, don't underestimate Ramananda Roy. He is the master of his senses. There is not a tinge of craft in him. Even I feel trouble from sense disturbance within me. But Ramananda has no such trouble. We have no direct experience that a stage can be attained where it is possible to be above mundane sense pleasure. But we have only heard through the scriptures that there is a stage when a man may transcend all these gross attachments. This is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vikiritam Rajavadhupiyam Javishnu Sadhananvito Dosrinyo Yat Tavana Yaha Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Bhatilaya Kamam Arumash Abhahinodi Achirena Tira. One who hears with firm faith the supermundane amorous affairs of Lord Krishna and the gopis, as described by pure devotees of the Lord, soon becomes freed from mundane lust and achieves divine love of Krishna. One may be engaged bodily in such activities while his heart is elsewhere. And there's only one who is of that type, Ramananda Roy. There are not big numbers of Ramanandas. There's only one Ramananda who has acquired such a stage because he is well versed in the kind of sentiment and realization which is necessary for the service of Krishna and the gopis. His heart is completely dedicated to the cause of Krishna. He has no selfish interest. He is always in Krishna consciousness. Whatever he does is for Krishna. Satisfaction is whatever he does is for Krishna's satisfaction. So don't think ill of him. Go there again. And then he goes again, but this we will hear tomorrow maybe. Anything, comments, question? We will not have many who will hear this. It is far beyond. It is a very deep realization what the Srila Maharaj is in his words expressing here. It is very high topic. But maybe if only one hears and one can understand it, he will get the nectar by the Supreme Lord. He will become a servant of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. And Krishna. He would even give his body if others he could convince others to understand what really happened in the transcendental plane. Yes. This is the mentality of the Brajabasis. They would give their body, their life, so-called life. But they would, even if they sent to the material world to accept the body, they would accept it. But of course they would never forget Krishna. They never, like so many of our acharyas, so many souls, we do not know who is who. They appear in this material world and we think they have a material body, they are spiritual beings, that they are same like all who are running around here. They are not, they have nothing to do with this world. But we cannot check it if we have not the eyes to see this. Then we cannot understand this. So this something many lifetimes needed to understand. Just to understand that we are eternal living beings, that we are not dying, we are not, that this has no reality where we are living here. It is only temporary. So Bhaktivinoda would give his life. Every pure devotee. Because his life means this body and the mundane conception. But he is not identifying with this body. It is not him. This body cannot speak and cannot hear spiritual topics. So our eyes are covered by the material elements, and our mind, everything, all the senses. But we are not, have no material body. This is a covering. And we have also no mental body. This is also a covering. This is also wrong. From the level where Guru Maharaj or Srila Maharaj or pure devotees speak, it is from the level of beyond matter, beyond mind, beyond intellect, what we call intellect in this material world. It is coming directly from the spiritual world. Like Ramananda Roy, externally he appears to Dutch young girls, learning them to dance for Jagannath, but he has no relation to this world. He has no agitation or any of these things. He is not agitated by anything in this world, because he knows where he is, who he is. We are agitated by so many things. One looks at me the wrong way. He looks at me, what your hair looks at me like, you want something from me? And the fight starts. And you will think that only I see like this, the other one is thinking the same what I'm thinking. And you cannot know, is he thinking or I am thinking like this? And both think like this, and then take a knife and this is the world here. He takes shelter in this world now. He must grow, he must get experience of this world now. You got the first taste? It will not get better. Jai Srila Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Sri Radha Govinda Chu ki jai. Jai Guru Premanandi.